Hey guys, welcome back to another New World video. Today I'm going to be showing you the best way to get to 200 engineering in New World currently in 2023. As always, there's a few very important things you should know before we get started, so I'll be covering these first, and these tips can potentially save you thousands of gold. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing as it helps out my channel massively. First of all, engineering can be a very profitable trade skill, and I'll show you a couple of examples now of some items which you can craft for profit. The first is ammunition. Every ranged player needs ammunition, and most players would prefer to buy it than craft it themselves. So there's usually a good market for crafting and selling these for profit, but the risk here is that if everyone starts doing it, it won't be as profitable and the ammunition might not sell. So it's at your discretion. I've just listed it here as another option for you to consider. I do think it's worth saying that I have made big profits in the past from crafting orichalcum ammunition and selling them on a trading post. Another item you can craft while leveling is the proficiency potions. Again, a lot of people prefer to just buy these than craft them themselves, so it can be a good money maker. But again, it depends on supply versus demand, and every server is different. Another very important piece of advice is to check the prices of other materials which you can use instead of your ingots or planks. You can use materials like azurite chunks or blessed crucibles instead of star metal ingots. And you can use items like cinnabar and tolvium instead of orichalcum ingots for crafting. So check first whether alternatives are cheaper, because if they are, then you can sell your ingots and buy the alternatives instead to save you gold. This does depend on the prices on your server, but it's definitely worth checking out before you start crafting. Also, make sure you do your crafting in your city which you have the lowest crafting tax in to save you gold on paying tax. You can lower the amount of tax you pay when you level up your territory standing and select the crafting tax fee reduction. Another tip is that Amazon have introduced a first craft bonus XP system in the game, which means the first time you craft a new item, you get double the XP for it. So when you unlock new items or have any items which you haven't crafted yet, you should be crafting them just once to get the free double XP. Another tip is that you should check your storages for any unwanted weapons which you've got stored away and salvage them to see if you get any engineering scraps. These engineering scraps drop when you salvage weapons, and you can use them to craft research notes which give huge amounts of XP and will make your life so much easier. These have a chance to drop from any weapon, so it may even be possible to buy some really cheap weapons that are selling on the trading post just to salvage them for a chance to get engineering scraps. They drop at random, so I can't say how effective this is, but if you do see, for example, some legendary weapons being sold for super cheap, it could be worth just buying them just to salvage them, as Master Engineering research notes give 15,000 XP each. It's just an idea I had and I thought it would be worth sharing with you guys. Lastly, a common misconception is that you need to respec to 100 focus. This isn't the case because this only gives an extra 10% repair parts, not materials, so you don't need 100 focus. I don't know if this is intentional or a bug, but if Amazon do bring out an update on this, I'll come back and let you guys know by editing the description of this video. With all that being said guys, let's get to 200 engineering. From 1 to 50, you'll need to use the workshop and you'll be crafting 125 gunpowder. I've listed the ingredients you need for this on screen, and this gets you straight to level 50. You can also do the first time crafts too to save you some golden resources. This is the best way across all servers, and the ingredients are also easy to farm for yourselves. From 50 to 100, you'll need to head over to the forge here, as you'll be crafting 173 lacquered wooden spears. The materials you need for these are on your screen again, and make sure you salvage these after you've crafted them to get some of the lumber back. And also, you get a chance to get some engineering scraps from salvaging them, which give huge amounts of XP and will reduce the amount of spears you need to craft. There are a couple of other options, such as crafting aged wood fishing poles, or steel arrows, or steel blunderbusses, but these aren't as cheap in comparison, so I've left them out. Now you're at level 100, you'll want to craft 231 star metal blunderbusses straight to 150. You can craft these at a workshop, and I've listed the materials you need for this on screen. Also guys, remember to do the first time bonus XP crafts for item which you've just unlocked to get the free double XP. This will lower the amount of blunderbusses you need to craft and saves you a ton of resources. I also want to quickly remind you guys to salvage any items you craft to get some materials back, and for a chance to get engineering scraps, which can be converted to research notes and give a ton of XP. So check your storages to see if you have any engineering scraps, and salvage any weapons which you've got stored away which you'll never use. Now you've gotten to 150, you'll want to craft 374 Orichalcum blunderbusses to get straight to level 200. Again, the materials you need here are listed on screen, and it's here especially where you'll want to do the first time crafts of any engineering item which you haven't crafted yet. These Orichalcum blunderbusses are the cheapest option here, but still fairly expensive, so you'll want to try and reduce the amount you'll need to craft, and you can do this by crafting one of each of the new items which you've just unlocked. Also, remember you can go back to the forge and also do the first time bonus XP crafts on hatchets and spears which you haven't crafted yet. And there's also some expedition weapons which you can craft for engineering too, and doing these will again save you a ton of resources. Also check the price of Tolvium and Cinnabar, because you can substitute these for the Orichalcum ingots, and if they're cheaper then you'll definitely want to use those. Another reminder quick to check your storages for any engineering scraps and craft the research notes with them to get even more XP. It's also here where you can craft Orichalcum ammunition, and once you get to 170 you can also craft powerful proficiency boosters, which may be profitable. But it does depend on your server, so I'm just giving you the option. That's it for this video guys, thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out at all, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.